Testing, testing, testing. Testing, testing, testing. This is a test. Testing, testing, testing. Test. Okay, that's not bad, that's not bad. I'm gonna do this real quick. And quick. Alright, it's working. Alright guys, join me. welcome to the stream. You wonderful people, we actually have a working live stream for once. I have been using this thing for a couple of days on Twitch, trying to make sure that everything was working out just fine. Dang nabbit, why did I pick a green shirt? 1 second. Okay, that was a rookie mistake, everybody. But now I'm actually on the thing. I gotta remember the camera's over here. So hello, everybody. We are streaming this to YouTube and to Twitch. I'm very excited for this because, as you know, if you've been with the Real Anime Training for any length of time, you've known that we've got this big problem with streams not working. But I've been doing this for the last couple of days on Twitch. Everything has worked great. We did a stream on YouTube the other day. That worked great. In fact, I think it was yesterday. So, we know everything's working. So today we're going to talk about origin story. I'm going to do cardio. I'm going to drink more water. And, like I said, I'm going to do cardio. See, this right here is a game called Fitness Boxing. And it's a game that came out right at the beginning of this year. I think it was January 4th. And Steven saw me play it, saw how much I was sweating, and said, yeah, he signed off on it as cardio that I can do. So, we're going to get into that just a second here as I catch my breath. Whew. Some of you may want to know, what happened, Duffy? Didn't you, lose weight last year? But not as much, I got to 50 pounds down. What happened after that? Well, I'll tell you something. Last year was a year of victories and a year of failures. Victories in that I lost 50 pounds. I gained muscle. I got really strong compared to where I've ever been in my life. I have never been as strong as I am. Now, does that mean that compared to you I'm strong? Probably not. But I have more energy, I have more endurance, I can lift heavier weights. There are things that I could not do when I started training with the anime trainer that now I have far surpassed. So, it is an honor to be able to say that 2018 was a year of victories for me. But it was also a year of failures. Because there's one thing, two things actually, that crushed me last year. That took pretty much anything that I wanted to see and destroyed it. And said, no, you are not ready for this yet. And that was self-control. Both to do with eating, but also to do with not doing cardio regularly. It was a problem. And it was an unfortunate problem. But there's a plan for that this year. This year, Lindsay and I, my wife, we've taken steps to ensure that we cannot ever again, only in the case of rare emergencies, eat out. And that's pretty much the end of that story. We're just not going to do it anymore. And on top of that, we've got a new cardio system for me. Something that I can do here at the house. And if it's in the house, and I don't have to worry about, being prepared for the right weather, or I don't have to say, well, I don't want to go for a walk or a jog, and then find I'm just too tired to get back or anything like that. There's literally no excuse to not do this. Boot up the game, do some fitness boxing. And that's what we're going to do today. It was not easy to get to 2019. Not in the least bit, because there were days I wanted to die. There were days I wanted to kill Steven in the gym, I'll tell you that much. But hey, last year, I did a Spartan sprint. That's awesome. Last year, I lost weight. I gained weight too, actually. Not something to be proud of. But this year, we are not measuring weight for my progress. We're going to be measuring measurements. We're going to be taking actual measurements of my body. And if we can find a way to do it, we've talked about getting the body composition test done. But that is still up in the air. We've got to figure out the logistics for that. But at the very least, we'll be measuring with tape measure my body that way. But anyway, I don't want to keep you waiting. I'm going to check the chat. which is over there. So give me a second, and then we're going to get right into fitness boxing. The Joy-Cons are over here, so I need this anyway. Hey guys, I did look like a ghost with that shirt on. It was kind of scary, wasn't it? No logic. It's really cool to see that that I inspire anybody, and you know, even despite any failures of mine, there's always something good to look forward to, something good to look at. I'm going to keep this here so I can actually keep up with the chat. Whew. And anything else. We are doing this in Twitch as well, so I got to make sure I keep an eye on both chats in case anything happens there. We've got 3 people watching us on Twitch. That's cool. So, you know what? This is going to be really cool. Oh, hey. Okay, so on Twitch, we got somebody, A. Smith Wrestling. Do I run the Real Anime Trainer website as well? You've been doing the Ryuzunapecu's regular trainer workout that's up there. I think I recognize that name. So Stephen Ross is the anime trainer. He started RealAnimeTraining.com, and that was in 2007. He started a YouTube channel, which sucked, and I can say that because he knows it sucked. I'm friends with him. He is my personal trainer, A. Smith Wrestling, and in late 2017, he took me on as a student, and I rebuilt the Real Anime Training website, and I'm also the reason that the YouTube channel has gotten much better quality stuff. If you haven't seen the YouTube channel since late 2017, that's probably why you don't recognize me. But yeah, that's me. Steven and I have been working on it together for a while. We just did a great month of Dragon Ball workouts and stuff. A lot of fun. So much stuff. We had a whole Broly workout, a Frieza workout, and I mean like programs for Frieza and Broly, like 7 days a week for each of them. And a Goku gravity room, Vegeta gravity room. It was a blast. Okay, I thought that was Kenichi. I didn't want to say it was Kenichi if I was wrong, because I'm not the guy who knows as much as anime as Steven does. But guys, we're going to go ahead and hop into fitness boxing real quick. And in between rounds, I will be going ahead and, doing, and checking the chat and talking with you guys. So, fitness boxing is one of those games that you look at and say, oh, this looks kind of cheap, because it's not really Wii Fit. And even Wii Fit, you might argue, isn't necessarily something that's going to get you in shape. Obviously, this isn't going to be a replacement for going to the gym. However, cardio, it is good. And cardio is what's going to burn fat the most. So if you are like me and just grossly overweight, or if you aren't as overweight as I am, or if you're worse off, cardio, I'm not a doctor, but cardio is generally the best bet you've got. So I haven't actually done this in a bit here, so I need to get
it's been a while.
And this is going to be part of my routine, is going to be streaming this stuff. Sometimes to YouTube and Twitch, sometimes just to Twitch. I've started doing a lot of gaming on Twitch. I really like it. I enjoy it. We're doing a lot more of that. And we're also going to be doing some origin story stuff on Twitch and YouTube, in addition to regular origin story episodes, which are going to be monthly things now. Alright, let's begin our workout. This is just 10 minutes, because the last time I chose 20 minutes, and I couldn't finish it. I don't really like that. Can we, shuffle this? No. There's a shuffle button, right? Oh, this is just the songs. Can we do something else? Burn some more calories than just this? Okay, let's change our fitness real quick. Let's do... Okay, we're just doing this for cardio. We're doing this for 30 minutes. Purely for burning everything. Full body. We do need a stretch, I guess. So let's do a stretch. It's important. And so I guess we're going to 15 minutes here. I want to work my way up to being able to do this 25 minutes at a time, 35 minutes, and 45 minutes. That's going to be really helpful for me. You know, I don't want to slack off and always be down here at the lower levels of how long it's going to take. But now it's going to be a full body workout. It's going to take 13 minutes to do. I'm going to burn 195 calories doing it. And my plan is to do AM boxing and PM boxing. So first thing in the morning I want to be doing this, and the last thing in the evening I want to be doing this. And I might be streaming the PM boxing or in the AM. I'm not really sure. I don't want to fill the channel up with fitness boxing all the time because it's not the main purpose of it. I'm going to make sure I got some space here to actually move around. My daughter keeps coming in here and bringing her stuff. I'm like, you're too, but please stop it. Alright, let's get our muscles ready for a workout.
Alright, stretch it out.
You know what? We're all going to be stronger than somebody. Except for the weakest person in the world. Also, I don't want to throw this at my finally finished streaming setup. You can imagine I finally get the whole streaming setup done. Got a laptop, I got my Switch, I got the green capture card, I got my Mac over there to keep an eye on the chat and everything. And I can just imagine losing my grip on one of these things and then just be like, smash all of this. And I would just go everything. Alright. This is gonna be a little fun because I can't actually hear what she's saying or the music.
Alright, stretch it out.
I don't need the music.
First, really put your shoulders in big circles. To the front. To the back. Now move on to your back and shoulder blades.
Alright. I can already feel...
One more.
Like I did feel Steven yesterday.
To the back.
And,
Alright, that's good.
And, my core...
Put your right hand in front and raise your arms. Stretch your whole body. More slowly. Left and right. Keep your shoulder blades back while you're moving. Alright, that's good. Put your left hand in front and raise your arms. Stretch your whole body. More slowly. Left and right. Keep your shoulder blades back while you're moving.
Yep, this is hard. Woo. Okay. There we go. Come on. Oh, nope, we're still doing this. We're still going, apparently. There we go.
Alright, that's good. Raise your arms to shoulder level. Round your back and stretch your arms forward. Broad your chest while you pull your arms back.
Oh, I've got a lot of tightness in my back.
To the back. To the front. Alright, that's good. Let's keep going. Drop down with your right leg. Now lean forward at an angle. Put your heel down. Now stretch your right calf. Alright, that's good. Drop down with your left leg. Now lean forward at an angle.
This is the first live
Put your heel down.
exercise I think you've ever really had on the channel, haven't you?
Now stretch your left calf. Alright, that's good. Now let's warm up your wrists and ankles.
Alright. Good. We're gonna get some water before the actual main event starts. Thanks, man. Thanks. Griggsy saying. Oh, that's good. Okay. Let's go for a real thing now. Next exercise. What is this?
Let's get started.
That man leaves so much in this office. How are we doing this? We're doing it this way first.
Let's get moving comfortably. Get into your basic stance. Step back and angle your body to the right. Right hand by your chin. Left hand in front of your face. Move forward and backward to the rhythm. 1, 2, 1, 2, front, back. We'll move at this rhythm.
Okay.
Alright, let's do straights. Ready and straight. Looking good. Ready and push to your right. Ready and let's get your chin. Ready and Now, let's do jab. Ready, and jab. Not bad. Ready, and keep your left hand straight. Ready, and punch straight and snap back. Ready, and next jab. Ready, and jab. Ready, and breathe out when you punch. Ready, and ready, and next, 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, and jab. 1, 2, 2. Keep in rhythm. Boom. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. To the rhythm. One more, let's go. Ready, and jab. 1, 2, 2. Okay. Boom. Okay, jab. 1, 2, 2. Last one. All right, that's good. Now we'll switch. Try to stay balanced while you're doing this. Do it in rhythm. Boom. All right, let's do straights. Ready, and straight. Not bad. Ready, and punch straight to your left. Ready, and break this by your chin. Ready, and now let's do jab. Ready, and jab. Nice punch. Ready, and keep your right hand straight. Ready, and punch straight and snap back. Ready, and next jab. Ready, and jab. Ready, and breathe out when you punch. Ready, and ready, and next 1, 2. Ready, and jab. 1, 2, 2. Keep in rhythm. Boom. Okay. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. To the rhythm. One more, let's go. Ready, and jab. 1, 2, 2. Okay. Boom. Okay, jab. 1, 2, 2. Last one.
Perfect.
All right, good.
I should have done it. Good. Okay. Let's see what we got here. No misses.
You do it.
All successful combos. I'm good with that. Alright. 8 minutes left. And I've got... Oh, I don't know what that blue bit is. Yeah, I think I need to try that. Left duck. Left duck is defensive maneuver when you try and avoid a punch by the Duffy. Push your body to the left, move your head. So it's this. This if you're the uppercut, but I won't go through. Okay, sure, go for it. It's oh wait, there are uppercuts in this. It was just jab, uppercuts, and the ducking. Okay, well.
Let's get started.
Quick. Alright.
Let's get you moving comfortably. Get into your basic stance. Step back and angle your body to the right. Right hand by your chin. Left hand in front of your face. Move forward and back to the rhythm. 1, 2, front, back. We'll move at this rhythm.
5.5 minutes of this, let me be stretching.
All right, twist left uppercut, go. Ready, and twist, left uppercut. Not bad. Okay, keep your elbow at 90 degrees.
You gotta wind up when it's
ready, and be sure not to strain your elbow.
When it comes up to the one below the actual goal square. That's when you want to
ready, and twist, left uppercut. Not bad.
So,
okay, elbow touching punch.
That's what I'm doing. Okay.
Ready, and keep your elbow in. Ready, and now, duck left, go. Ready, and duck left. Looking good. Ready, and break shoulder forward. Ready, and your body should be at an angle. Ready, and dodge your opponent's punch. Ready, and duck left. Just like that. Ready, and keep looking straight ahead. Ready, and don't let your eyes drop. Ready, and next, left uppercuts. Ready, and duck, left uppercut.
That's fun. That's fun. I like that.
Ready, and dodge it, punch.
Gotta really make sure I'm doing it.
Ready, and duck, uppercut.
The whole computer's bouncing over there.
Ready, and keep doing this one. Ready, and duck, left uppercut. Duck, uppercut. Okay, dodge it, punch. Defense offense. Okay, duck, uppercut. Duck, uppercut. Okay. Now, let's do jab. Okay, jab.
The wrong throw. Oh, gosh.
Ready, and snap back.
Okay.
Ready, and get right back into your stance after punching. Ready, and we'll keep doing this one. Ready, and jab. Ready, and breathe out one punch.
Woo!
Ready, and
Air circulation to this
ready,
room.
and left uppercut. Okay, jab, left uppercut. Keep in rhythm. Boom. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. To the rhythm. 8 more. Let's go. Ready, and jab. Left uppercut. Ready, and boom. Push it. Boom. Ready, and jab. Uppercut. Ready, and keep the movement full. 4 more. Jab. Left uppercut. Ready, and punch. Punch. Ready, and jab. Uppercut. Last one. Which one home?
Okay.
All right, that's good. Now try to control your breathing. You're moving really well. Try to stay in rhythm.
I appreciate it.
We're gonna keep going at this pace. Now we'll switch.
Happy talk.
Right foot forward, left back. Right hand to the front. Do it in rhythm. 1, 2, front, back. All right, twist right uppercut. Here we go. Ready, and twist, right uppercut. Not bad. Okay, keep your elbow at 90 degrees. Ready, and be sure not to straighten your elbow. Ready, and in time. Ready, and twist, right uppercut. Nice punch. Okay, elbow touching punch. Ready, and keep your elbow in. Ready, and now, duck right, go. Ready, and duck right. Looking good. Ready, and left shoulder forward. Ready, and your body should hit an angle. Ready, and dodge your opponent's punch. Ready, and duck right. Just like that. Ready, and keep looking straight ahead. Ready, and don't let your eyes drop. Ready, and next, right uppercuts. Ready, and duck, right uppercut. Ready, and push it, punch. Ready, and duck, uppercut. Ready, and we'll keep doing this one. Ready, and duck, right uppercut. Duck, uppercut. Okay, push it, punch. Defense offense. Okay, duck, uppercut. Duck, uppercut. Okay. Now, let's do jab. Okay, jab. Ready, and snap back.
1 minute left.
Ready, and get right back into your stance after punching. Ready, and we'll keep doing this one. Ready, and jab. Ready, and breathe out one punch. Ready, and next, right ducks. Right uppercut. Okay, jab. Right uppercut. Keep in rhythm. Boom. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. To the rhythm. 8 more. Let's go. Ready, and jab. Right uppercut. Ready, and boom. Touch it. Boom. Ready, and jab. Uppercut. Ready, and keep the movement full. 4 more. Jab. Right uppercut. Ready, and punch. Punch. Ready, and jab. Uppercut. Last one. All right, that's good.
Cheated a little bit there at the end. Woo.
Good job.
I will get to Ultra Instinct. Yes, I will. Griggy saying, I will get to Ultra Instinct. But by that point, there won't be anyone left to fight. Who else was out here? No, we got 4 people viewing. So that's awesome, guys. Thank you for being here. Whew. have our closing stretches. Oh, let's get a look at our score first. And then we're going to talk about what order.
You did great.
I missed 10. Oh, holy cow. Okay. Missed 10 throws that time. I unlocked a new song, though, which I can't even hear right now. Oh, it's a new workout as well. Next exercise. Let's cool down with some one stretch. Yeah, sure.
All right. Stretch it out.
Look it out.
All right. Stretch it out. First, gently rotate your shoulders in big circles.
I think I'd rather be doing real anime training cool down exercise.
To the back. Now move on to your back and shoulder blades.
I don't really care much for what she's having me do.
One more. To the front. To the back.
We're working on the real anime training warm-up video.
All right, good.
We want to get that updated.
Put your right hand and raise your arms.
But it's not.
Stretch your whole body. More slowly. Left and right.
Not really something we want to be
Keep your shoulder blades back while you're moving.
To have a warm-up. We want to make one that's going to be easier to follow along with, and more pleasant to look at. So that's going to be the next thing we do. And we got Baki videos coming out after that, and we've got we do some more Dragon Ball Fights planned for the year, but
put your left hand in front and raise your arms. Stretch your whole body. More slowly. Left and right.
And we got some Naruto stuff.
Keep your shoulders back while you're moving.
You're getting some video. We've already got the prep class program. Make sure that you're ready to do the whole 3-year thing on the channel, but you're going to be doing the actual thing there.
All right, that's good. Raise your arms to shoulder level. Round your back, stretch your arms forward.
We had planned for Dragon Ball month, but
broaden your chest while you pull your arms back.
Roshi training involves going
to the back,
pool.
To the front.
And unfortunately,
all right, good.
We don't have access to a pool, so we need
let's get going.
To actually do that.
Drop down with your right leg. Now lean forward at an angle.
I'm doing what she's doing, telling me to.
Put your heel down. Now stretch your right calf.
Hopefully, to learn that I have convinced Steven. Make a couple of Full Metal Alchemist.
All right, good. Drop down with your left leg. Now lean forward at an angle.
Doing that this year too.
Put your heel down. Now stretch your left calf.
Bouncing on my leg is hard.
All right, that's good. Now let's warm up your wrists and ankles.
And that's it. That is fitness boxing on the Switch. Relaxing? I don't know about that. Well, okay, so looks like I burned more calories than they were anticipating. Through 200 punches, or 220 calories. My fitness age is 31, so just a few years older than what I actually am. I've been getting a lot better.
Way to go!
Since I started training with Steven. I don't know if I'll be teaching you computer. Alright, this is fun. So, Mark said today. We're done.
And we're done.
I didn't know she was going to say, and we're done. I just thought I would say that when she said it. So, maybe she caught me. Who knows?
Looking forward to working with you again.
I'm not looking forward to working with you again. I simply don't want to. Okay, guys, I'm going to take this stuff off, and we're going to talk about origin story, what the future of the series is, how I plan on making sure that this week or this year I lose at least 100 pounds. So let's go talk about that over here. visible. There we go. Might do that over here, actually. No. No, we don't need that. Okay, guys. So, here's the deal. Can you hear me fine? Let's hope that you can hear me fine. Hey, man. Okay, so let's look at the chat here, because I was keeping an eye on the YouTube chat, but I want to make sure that we got this Twitch chat kept up with. So, wow. You guys said a lot. Cool. Okay, so yes. Some people noticed the green shirt before I did. That was a problem. But we got that fixed. Well, I'm sorry that the audio might not have been very good for you to listen to. I apologize for that. But now you shouldn't have that problem because it's just me talking. We are going to figure this out. We're going to figure this whole thing out and make sure that, audio is good and everything. But I apologize for any audio issues that we had with the game volume being too loud. I thought I had that lowered more than enough, but we also were dealing with an idea of me just having the microphone in front of me rather than it being like right here, which we're used to. But that's okay. We're going to figure this out over time. Guys, I'm beat after that. So my year last year was a rough one, but it was full of victories and full of failures, like I said. I believe you guys could hear me, right? You were able to hear me before I started up the game and we're talking to you about Origin Story. I believe you should have been able to. I hope. Oh, hey, wait a second. I got an idea. There we go. How's that? And now we can, I don't know, put up a picture here so it's not just a black background. Very, very much out of it. We got an image right here, right? Yeah. And that one, that'll work. I'll put that down here, I suppose. That'll work. Okay, there we go. So now we've got a semi, decent looking stream here. Anyway, guys. So here's what we did. This year, we're going to be doing 12 Origin Story episodes for the year. At the end of every month, the last day of each month will be an Origin Story day. And it's going to be a talk about how cardio went, like a summary of that. We're going to talk about how food went that month. And we're going to talk about how my gym work went. And then we're going to have something that I think is very cool. We're going to call this year Boss Rush Year. This is going to be Origin Story Master Quest or Origin Story Boss Rush mode or just, the idea is that at the end of each month, I'm going to personally take on one of Steven's Real Anime Training workout videos. I'm going to attempt the actual challenge. I'm a bit quiet still. Hang on. That's not okay. I shouldn't be too quiet. Hello. 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 I mean, this should be pretty good. I don't really know why it's quiet over there. I am winded, yes. The way this is going to work, I'm going to turn this off before. Oh, there we go. The way Boss Rush is going to work is at the end of each month, I'm going to take on one of Steven's Real Anime Training workout videos. Now, the deal is, with Real Anime Training, you usually have, workouts that are pretty difficult. Now, sometimes Steven makes exercises that anyone can do, but a lot of them, especially the ones that we've been making videos for lately, have been very difficult. Now, that said, I'm going to take on one of the exercises, the workouts that we do in that month at the end of said month. So, just so you know, at the end of this month, I will be doing one of the Broly workouts because we did Broly workouts in January, and we're doing more videos, of course, too. But I chose Broly to be the boss for this month's episode. So January 31st, you're gonna get to see me take on one of the Broly workouts. I'm not sure which one it's gonna be yet. And here's the other thing: Steven will be grading me on these. Steven's gonna be grading me with a score. It's gonna be a letter score. So The worst I can get is a F, and the best I can get is an S. So it's going to be from, top, it's going to be S for perfect, A, B, C, D, F. Just like, in video games. So we're going to be keeping track of these scores. We're going to be making sure that I keep up on them and use these as benchmarkers. And by the end of the year, what we're going to be doing, and I love this, we're going to go ahead and create a final score for me. Let me adjust this a bit because this is a little weird how it's so zoomed in. There's no reason for it to be that zoomed in. We're going to have like a final score for the year, and it's going to take into account the following things. It's going to take into account how much I lost percentage-wise. In terms of either in terms of body fat composition, if we can find a way to scan that, regularly each month, or in terms of just, inches and centimeters. We're going to be checking that and grading me based off of that. We're grading me based off of the amount of volume I move in the gym. So right now I can move between 40 and 45,000 pounds on a leg day, and I can move between 10 and 13,000 pounds on a chest or an arm day. So we're going to be tracking that and accumulating all of that, and we've already set up a scoring system for this. So that way it stays consistent throughout the entire year. And at the end of each month, we'll have a final grade for that month, and we're going to move on to the next month. And the goal is to see just how many points I can rack up by the end of the year. And in 12 months, we should hopefully have a very good idea of what I did. I mean, obviously, by the end of the year, final week of the year, I'm going to get on a scale. But I'm not getting on a scale before then, because we're just trying to focus on measurements, and we don't want weight to throw me off, because weight can throw me off, it can mess with my head, and it can make me think I'm not doing good, or make me think I'm doing too good, and maybe I'm just going to, it can mess with how I perceive my progress. So it's more accurate to use measuring tape. It's super accurate to do a body composition test. We are still looking for a way to do that. But the plan is to measure me as accurately as possible, to have objective standards for how we grade everything, how we grade my fitness journey, and to, by the end of the year, have a final grade for 2019. It's going to be a fantastic way, I believe, to really show how well I did. And you can always look back and think, oh, I did good here, but I was terrible in this area. But the thing is, individual scores matter, but in the end, the result's what matters most. So scores are a good way to try and push forward to get something, because nobody plays. Okay, I'm sure some people play the original arcade Mario Brothers because they enjoy it, but there's a lot of people. The people who do good at it are the ones who are trying to get the high scores. They have a actual, tangible number there that they're able to say, that's my goal. I need to surpass that. And I can measure how good I am or how poor I am by measuring against that number. And if I have this idea of, okay, we have a score, and I don't remember, there is an absolute max score I can get if I did everything perfect, which isn't going to be the case. But if I did everything perfect, here's what the top score could possibly be. Now, I'm already not doing that. I mean, it's possible that I can get further by pushing myself further in other areas and in some areas, especially if I find, oh, you know what, I'm not going to be able to, keep up the pace here, but if I take what I could be doing here and put it there, maybe, it can be complicated. It's going to require on-the-job thinking. But if I'm aiming for a score, a letter grade, if I'm like, I really want that S, but that doesn't seem possible, so I would really want that A. But the final deal is I won't be satisfied if I get anything less than a B. Just, B is not what I want, but if I get a C, I'm going to be dissatisfied. And this is good if you have the right attitude of, well, if I don't get the score I want this year, well, then I sure as better push myself even harder the next year. If you have the attitude of, oh, well, I got, a C and I wanted a B or an A, well, because I got a C, I should just give up, throw in the towel, and never try again. That's the wrong attitude. And it's an attitude that I had before I started training with Steven. And even during the first several months with Steven, that was the attitude I had. It was a bad attitude, and it was what had kept me down pretty much my whole life. always thinking that I'm doing poorly in every area of life. That said, I don't see that as a problem anymore. I now look at things and say, you know what? I have a purpose. I know that even if I fail, there's some victory to be had. There's something to celebrate. So this last year, I wanted to lose. I wanted to get to under 300 pounds. Did I do that? No, I didn't do that. I'm nowhere near under 300 pounds. I lost a bunch of weight, and I gained most of it back. That's on me. I screwed up. But there are victories in there. One of those victories is the fact that I'm not giving up. Because if this happened in 2017, I would have given up. I wouldn't be talking to you right now. I would have thrown in the towel. I would have sold a bunch of this equipment that I had bought to do all this stuff in front of you guys. I wouldn't be streaming anything. I wouldn't have bought fitness boxing for the Switch, and I wouldn't be, going to the gym. I wouldn't be drinking water. I wouldn't be trying to eat at home and eat healthily at home and eat vegetables as much as I can. I wouldn't be trying anything. I would have given up. But because of the training, physical training, and because of all of the talks that Steven had with me, and he had to talk with me a lot, that poor, poor man had to speak to me so much. I feel so bad for all the times he had to just realize that, oh, Duffy is still dealing with something that I thought we could have had dealt with months ago. We need to talk about it again. A lot of it was about self-loathing. A lot of it was about no self-respect. A lot of it had to do with just having been told my whole life by people, some in my own family, that I can't succeed. But the truth is, it was all lies. And Steven had to work with me on that. So there's a lot of victories to be had. For one thing, I am stronger than I was when I started. Is my weight much different? Not that much different. But I'm stronger. So, even though I gained a bunch of weight back, I know that it's not all fat. I know that some of this is muscle. And I can move more. I can do more than I could before. I've got a 2-year-old daughter. Do you realize how important that is when you've got a 2-year-old daughter running around the house, wanting to be, taken to fly? Actually, she doesn't like flying. She likes me to hold her up in the air, and then she'll go, thwip! And she'll do like the Spider-Man, like she wants to swing around and stuff. So we do that sometimes. That requires energy. She's just like a 30-pound, 35-pound toddler, but that gets heavy, especially for someone like me. And there's a lot to acknowledge is going to be happening here. And so every month, we'll do an origin story episode. You will get a proper, fully edited origin story episode at the end of each month that will have a grade with it. Wiggly weight. Yes, that's what my daughter is. She is wiggly weight. And she's growing weight. So it's like having weighted clothes. Like Goku having weighted clothes if the clothes kept getting heavier on him as he got better. So, it's good. It adjusts to you. And if you don't keep getting stronger, it keeps getting heavier and it's not waiting for you. So I need to get stronger. So yeah, every month you're going to get an origin story episode like that at the end of the month. But we're not going to just, punch the brakes and stop. We're not doing that. What we're going to be doing for certain, just making sure that the stream's working on both ends. I can't believe we're doing this good. We haven't dropped a single frame. 50 minutes into the stream even. When Steve and I did this earlier last year, we would have already had to stop because it wasn't working. Anyway, every week I'm going to be checking in with you guys. Or rather, I'm going to be making it so you can check in with me. Sundays, I'm calling it Origin Story Sunday. And every Sunday, I'm going to be streaming to Twitch and to YouTube. So both systems are going to get it. And I do ask that you follow me on Twitch if you ever use Twitch, because I'm going to be doing a lot on there. I would have had a dozen restarts at this point. Legit is correct. But no, I would have ruined. Sorry, I've been thrown off now because I was looking at the chat. 1 second. Okay, every week. So Twitch and YouTube. We're going to be doing a lot on Twitch. I'm going to be doing a ton on Twitch, but you can follow me on Twitch and YouTube. On Twitch, I'm going to be doing Sunday origin story episodes, and it's going to be live cardio and meal planning, and I'm just going to eat dinner with you guys. I'm just gonna sit down with a plate of dinner. My family might be there with me, and we'll just sit down and we'll have dinner. We'll talk about the next week. We will plan meals. You guys can get involved and talk about what you want to be planning for your meals. It'd be a great way to like start it at the beginning of the week. Think of it like a family meeting. Think of it like a fan base or a viewership meeting where we're just sitting down. Hey guys, let's have dinner together. Let's talk about it. And of course, if you're not having dinner in your time zone, you can have lunch with us or a snack, or you can just watch me and be hungry. It's up to you. And we're going to do that Sunday evenings. Evening is Eastern time, so I think like 7:30. We'll sit down, we'll have dinner, we'll talk, we'll meal plan, and I will finish it all up with some cardio, and then we'll go shower because I will be very tired and sweaty. And that's going to be something you can look forward to. So every week you will be getting that on Sundays. And I ask that you follow me on Twitch because it would be really nice to see that audience over there. We're trying to, we're expanding to make sure that we get people like on different platforms to see where they're at and let them know that we're here making the world's greatest anime training content. We have, at this point, at least one training video planned for every single week of the year. And some weeks have like 2, some weeks have 3. There are 2 separate weeks in this year that have 5 videos planned for it, and that's not even counting Dragon Ball month. We are doing it again. It's going to be this December. It's going to be from December 1st to the 31st. We're not doing this half a month and then half a month in 2 different years thing. It's going to be December Dragon Ball month. And we know that other people do that too. We know Team 4-Star has Dragon Ball December. We're doing something similar where we just do a whole bunch of Dragon Ball workouts. We had a lot that we wanted to do this month that we just didn't have the time to because we were already doing so much that we're going to be putting in there. So you'll get some of that too. I want to invite you to be a part of this journey with me because there's a lot of weight to lose and there is a lot of progress to be made in life. Eating right, self-control is a big issue of mine, but it's something I now know I can accomplish. And when it all comes down to the end of it, I'm going to have a different body. I'm going to have a different mind. It's going to be incredible. And I want you to join me and be here with me. So if you guys want to do that with me and come here every Sunday, 7 to 7:30 p.m. Eastern, I will finalize that before Sunday, which is tomorrow actually. So hey, if you want to do it with me tomorrow, come on over tomorrow. We'll have dinner or whatever you eat. Excuse me. And we'll have water and we'll talk and I'll do cardio. We'll meal plan and it'll be a great day. And we'll plan the week and we will make sure that we're starting off our week the right way with planning and logistics and friends. You guys are friends. So I invite you to that and be here on YouTube and on Twitch. So if there are any questions, this is the time to ask. And I'm going to be taking a shower after this because I'm just 15 minutes of boxing and it's just, do I know Ethan Feinschreiber? No, I don't know. I don't know Ethan Feinschreiber. You let me know who he is. I'm not. That's fine. Maybe I'll even do a Google search for him. Let's do that. Let's do a Google search. Why not? While I'm waiting for more questions. Let's see here. Who is Ethan Feinschreiber? Oh, there he is. Autofill caught it. He's a YouTuber. I don't know who. I don't know what he does, but okay. I can look. I can watch some videos. I'm not sure. What does he do? What does he do exactly? Let's see here. Looks like he does some martial arts stuff, maybe. I'm not entirely sure. Ninja stuff. Okay, well, hey, yeah, I don't know. If you're, I don't know. I don't know what to think, because I'm not going to just make a judgment call on a YouTube channel, obviously. Live, that would be dumb. Also, like, are you asking if I know him personally? Because I don't know him personally, and I don't know him from YouTube either. But he's got, like, almost 200,000 subscribers. That's cool. That is very cool. Also, if you want to know more about the Twitch account that I've started up, we've got Tuesday through Saturday in the evening, I'll be doing video games. I'm going to be Right now I'm playing Stardew Valley. I also started up a game of Dragon Ball Advanced Adventure last night, and I played all the way until I got a game over because Emperor Pilaf beat my butt in that game. And we're looking at other games to play as well. I'm taking recommendations, of course. So he's a very talented martial artist. Okay, well, hey, cool. I will ask Steven, maybe he knows him, because he's definitely going to know more about that stuff. Okay, if there's no more questions, I'm going to show off my Fullmetal Alchemist pocket watch, because I like to show it off. And, yeah. Alright, guys, so thank you so much for watching this. We were on here for about an hour, and we did get good fitness boxing in, burned a little over 200 calories, so that was nice. And we'll be doing that again tonight, another, some evening workouts. And if you have any questions, you can always write to me on Twitter. My Twitter handle is @ThatJohnDuffy. And, of course, there's always the Anime Trainer's Twitter, which is @TheAnimeTrainer. And you can always reach out to either one of us for any questions you have. And I'd love to talk with you guys, because you guys are friends. You guys are part of this community that we're trying to build. And if you want to support us at all, in beyond just watching us on these channels and talking with us, which is great, I love talking with you all. If you want to help support us, we have a Patreon account, and we are trying to build a community there. We got a Discord channel we've created, a Facebook group, and we have a lot of stuff that we want to give you, as well as invite you to be a part of, because this is the way we see the future of real anime training going, is building a community that we can talk to, that can talk to us, and be just as much a part of real anime training, just as much as part of Origin Story as Steven or I am. So that's it from me. End of the plug. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time here on the Anime Trainer, and also on Twitch, which I completely forgot to mention, because some of you are watching on Twitch and some of you are not. It's SSJDuffy, which is, of course, a joke on Super Saiyan Duffy, but that J could also mean John, which is my first name. Did you know that? Maybe you didn't know that. Some people don't know that, because I never really go by it.